There are three kinds of accounts in accounting. All the accounting heads used in any organization that are divided into three kinds or three types. So the three kinds are the personal, real, and nominal. Personal account is related to the name of the person, name of the organization, and it represents any person or any organization. For example, if we talk about the bank, RBC Bank, Scotia Bank, TD Bank, if we talk about any company name, Tesla, Walmart, London Drug, Happy Singh, Superstore, Staple, owner's name like Mr. John, like for example, he is the owner of the business, and Mr. Lee is the owner of the business, any suppliers or any customers. So all these are the few examples related to the personal account. We have a real account, the element or an account which represent assets. In this initial stage of learning accounting, we can assume the real account to be those related to the tangible aspects of the business. So what is the meaning of tangible aspect? Means capable of being perceived by sense of or a mind, especially capable of being handled or touched or felt. For example, the building we can see and touch, computer equipments, furniture, land, machinery, and vehicles and cash. We can see and touch. All these are the comes under the real account. The next account we have in accounting is that is the nominal account. The elements or account which represents any kind of expenditure, losses, incomes, or gain is known as nominal account. I have a few examples in front of you. This is related to the nominal account. So rent of the building, electricity bill, internet expenditure, wages, salary, insurance expenditure, discount allowed, repair, promotional and advertisement, bank charges, garbage, interest on loan, depreciation, supplies expenditure, legal services, and so on. There are many. The last one is here, the commission and incentive and the printing and stationery. You can go through with this one. All these are the normally expenditure of the business in any organization. I have put here the maximum expenditure that which I could. So this is all about expenditure. If we talk about the incomes and gains, here are some of the examples. For example, by sales revenue, service revenue, rental income, discount received, interest received, gain on disposal of land. Disposal means selling of land. We received money, that is known as a capital gain. So that is also one of the income. Tuition fees received. Maybe someone is running their own college, institute. So the tuition fees from the student is receiving. That is also the income of the organization. Tips from the customer for the restaurant or for maybe for the food delivery company. So all these are the income and gains which also falls under the nominal account. Now the most important thing is an account should be one of these three. Any element or account used in any organization accounting system should be one of these three, right? So we can say nominal account as an account which is not personal or real. A real account as account which is other than personal and nominal, and personal account is other than real and nominal account. The rules of accounting, the personal, real, nominal rules: debit the receiver, credit the giver for the personal. Real account related to the debit, what comes in, credit what goes out. Nominal account, debit all expenses and losses, the credit all income and gains. So what is the debit and credit? So debit represent like DR and CR. In one transaction, there will be two elements. One transaction that we will mark as a debit and other credit. This is for the debit and credit rules. So now, for example, the capital plus liability is equal to assets, we know. The capital here is the Ramesh capital. Means, for example, he is the owner of the business, is a personal account. Best Buy is the name of the company, is a personal. This is the liability. For example, that we need to pay money, $5,000, because that maybe we bought some goods or items for selling purpose on credit. But now the 5,000 that has become our responsibility and the liability in this case. Right? So on the other side, the assets we have cash, we can see and touch, real, furniture, real, and stock, real, bank, personal, Messrs. Bharat and Company is a personal, because bank is the name of the organization, maybe Scotia Bank, TD Bank, or ICBC Bank. Message Bharat and Company is the name of the person, so that's why this is known as personal account. So these are the examples that I have taken here to make you understand about the assets are equal to the capital plus liabilities, but all these are belongs to the personal, real, and nominal. Each and every heading, each and every ledger account is related to one of these three. 1, 2, 3, that is personal, real, or nominal. So now how we can interpret this one? So notice that the asset side is made up of a real and personal account. Go to the asset side, real and personal account. Okay. And we can say the liability side is made up of personal accounts. Yes, go to liability side. This is for the personal account. Yes. And capital account represent the owner of the business and therefore is a personal account. Yes, go to this one. Ramesh is owner of the business and this is the personal account. Yes. So this is how we can interpret, how we can understand this one. So all other liabilities implies the amount we owe to others, means personal or organization, maybe to the person or maybe to any company. Thus that is known as personal account. So this is the interpretation of the personal, real, and nominal in case of we have accounting equation. Right. So minimum 5 accounts head we have in accounting system. Right. So what are those? The liabilities are acquired from two sources. There are two sides in the balance sheet. A balance sheet is our financial statement. The two sides of the balance sheets are assets and liabilities. First, I'm now going to talk about the liabilities. Liabilities are acquired from the two sources. Number one, owner, means belongs to capital. Number two, outsider persons, that is outsider liabilities, right? So money, the source of money is the owner for the business. From the owner, we can have money in the business, and from other people, maybe bank loan, maybe some other persons, that is the outsider liability. So this is the total liability, right? The capital acquired from the owner takes the total risk in the business and is different in the characteristics from the capital acquired from others. Yes, the capital which is acquired from the owner is known as owner's equity, and the capital, the money which is acquired from the other people, outsiders people, is known as a liability. Thus, to have a clear and better understanding information regarding liabilities, the liability account is replaced by two accounts. Number one, capital account, and number second is the liability. So therefore, the minimum accounting head to be maintained would be 5. Capital, liability, assets. This is all 1, 2, 3 that comprises in the balance sheet. And for income and expenditure account or profit and loss account, that we can say expenditure and losses and income and gain. These are the main 5 head that we can see in accounting system. Elements which affected by the transaction. The first step, we need to identify the account type. Okay, so now your ability, your capability, right, in accounting is directly related to the ability in analyzing the transaction. The first of all is that you need to identify the 2 elements affected by one transaction. After identifying these 2 elements affected by the transaction, we identify the nature or type of the 2 element, whether this element related to personal, real, or nominal. For example, I bought a laptop from other company and paid cash. 2 element, laptop and cash. That's it, I have recognized. Now the laptop is what? Laptop is personal, real, nominal. Laptop is real, right? We can see and touch. On the other side, cash is also real. One side, laptop is coming, mean assets is increasing, we debit it, and other side cash is going from the business, we credit it. So laptop account debit to cash. So we will do this kind of examples in next session.